Welcome to my platform. Today's lesson, we are looking at earth geometry, okay, and we have driven a question from 2022 past paper GC under the same topic, earth geometry. Okay, so the question in the diagram below, M, L, and K are points on the surface of the earth where pi is equals to 3.142 and radius is equals to 3437. Then the question says, bullet 1, determine the difference in the longitude between points M and K. So we go back to the diagram that we have. So the points are well indicated. We have M here, then K is here. We also have L here. Okay, so these are the points that we have on the Earth's surface. So now, the first question, they are telling us to determine the difference in longitude between these 2 points, point M and K. Then question number bullet 2, calculate in nautical miles the distance between M and K. So M and K, this distance along this latitude, which is 80 degrees north, along latitude D, they have even indicated. So B, K and L, that is the distance between 2 points along the longitude 32 degrees east. Yes, so now let us see how we can calculate this examination question, which was brought in 2022 GCE paper 2. First of all, we'll go to the first question, where we are asked to determine the difference between point M and point K. So now, how do we determine the difference between these 2 points along the small circle, which is latitude 80 degrees? Actually, here, the thing that we are supposed to consider is that we need to look at the position of those points. If the points rise on the same side, we always subtract the degrees that we are given. So now, if the point lies on the either side, it means we have to add the given degrees. So let us see now the points that we have here. Are they lying on the same side, or they are lying on the different sides? So when we talk of M, point M lies on the longitude of 48 degrees west. Then point K lies on the longitude of 32 degrees east. So it means these 2 points, they are not on the same side. So what are we going to do? It means we are going to add them for us to find the difference between them. So we are saying difference between MK is equals to, here the longitude that we have is 48. So we are going to say 48 degrees plus this side, this one point K lies on which longitude? 32. So 32 degree. So when we add this, we are going to have 80 degree. So this will be our difference between these 2 points. Yes, so quickly we go to the next question, which is bullet number 2, where we are asked to calculate in nautical miles the distance between M and K. The distance now, we want to calculate the distance between M and K. Okay? So here, since they are telling us to calculate in nautical miles, there are 2 formulas that we can use for us to come up with this distance, of which I'm going to show both of them so that you as a learner, you can choose which is which. Anything that would be possible for you, that is the one you are going to target. So the first one that I'm going to show is this one. So we are saying the distance between these two, we have, that is MK is equals to, the formula is theta over 360 degree, then times 2 pi r. Okay? Pi r. Now, this time around, we are not going to use that big R. Why? Because the distance is along the small circle, which is latitude 80 degree, because this is a small circle. All latitudes on the Earth's surface, they are small circle except the equator, which is the great circle. So, since we are the distance is along this small circle, so the R that we are going to use there is the small r. Okay, the small r. The radius will be the small r. That's the only difference between the latitude and the longitude. So if we are the distance along, if we are calculating the distance along the longitude, then we are supposed to use the big R. Now that it is along the small circle, we have to use the small r there. Okay, yes. So now from there, then the other thing before we proceed, what that you must understand is that the small r is same as, the small r is same as r cos theta. Okay, so now when substituting, instead of writing the small r there, we are going to write big R cos theta, because in the question we are only given the big R, we don't have the small r. So we should bear in our mind that the small r, when we are working out the distance along between 2 points along the small circle, we have to say r cos theta, which is same as the capital letter, the small letter r. So now here we are going to say theta over 360, then times 2 pi, then capital letter R cos theta. So as I said earlier on, this one is same as this one. So there's nothing different there. Okay? Then from there now, we are going to substitute according to the values that we are given. So here we are given, actually the theta is the difference between those 2 points. So in this case, the difference between this one, we've already found, which is the one on top there, which is 80. Okay, so on theta, we are going to put 80. We don't have to waste much of our time here because we have already found the difference. Then 360 times 2 times 3.142 times, we are not commas, is 34, 37 cos. The latitude is 80 degrees, so cos 80. Cos 80 degree. That is the way to go. Now from there, we are going to pick a calculator and calculate so that we come up with the necessary answer. No wonder why in paper 2 they allow calculators, because there are some questions like that one, cos, that one we cannot answer it without a calculator unless you have a calculator, because it's not a special angle. Thank you. So let us see now the answer that you are going to have. Okay, after calculating everything, 2 times 3.142 times 3437 times cos 80. Okay, so the answer is 833.4. Not co, I mean nm. We just write in initials, not commas, nm. Okay, so that would be the distance. That is our distance between m and k in not commas. Yes. So as I indicated earlier on, there is another formula that you can use for you to come up with this one. So let me also show you that one so that you can choose. So the other formula that you can use to solve this type of question actually is this one. Since we are not comma, so 60 times me just say 60 theta cos theta. Since we are along the small circle, so it will be 60 theta cos theta. Okay, so let us substitute that one now. So we have 60 times theta is what? 80. Then times cos, we have 80 again. Cos is 80. Cos 80 degree north. So we will still get back to the calculator. So we have 60 times 80 times cos times cos 80. The answer is going to be the same. 833.4 not mouse. So we still get the same answer. So it's up to you as a learner to choose which method you can use. More especially when you are in nautical miles. Please don't use this formula when you are asked to calculate distance in kilometers. It's only in nautical miles, that is where it is working. Thank you so very much. We are done with the first one, which is A. So let us go to B. Now looking at the space here, we don't have a space. So what we'll do, I think we'll just wrap this part so that we can use the same space to solve for the last part of our question, which is B. Yes, so B, they are saying the distance. Now we are going to calculate the distance in nautical miles between K and L. So as you can see, this is along the great circle, which is longitude. Great circle, which is longitude. Okay. So this time around, we'll still get back to the same formula, which is, first of all, before we go to that one, we need to know, there's something that we are supposed to know here before we go into a main question. Actually, there is the theta there on the formula itself. So what are we going to put on that one? So let us first of all find the difference between these 2 points. It is that same distance, the difference that you are going to use when substituting on the formula. So now, what is the difference between these 2 points? So we are going to consider the positioning of the points. Are they on the same side or they are on the either side? So when you look at this one, lies on the 80 degree north, then L lies on this one, which is 85 degrees south. So north, south, that means they are not lying on the same position. So what are we going to do? We are going to add for us to know the difference between these two. We are going to add. So what are we going to do? We are going to say 80 plus 85. The answer will be 165. You are not mistaken, yes. So 165 is our answer. So from there now we can introduce the main formula. Theta over 360 times 2 times, or let me say 2 pi r. We are along the distance between these 2 points is along the great circle. So no wonder why we are just using the big R there. Okay? So from that point now we can substitute according to the given values. So this one we have found is 165 over 360 times 2 times 3.142 times 3437. Okay? We get the calculator. We get the calculator there. 165 divided by 360, then times 2 times 3.142 times 3437. The answer is 9,899.1. Okay. This one we can round it off as 9. Then we get one there. It will be 9900. Not called mouse. Okay, it's important that you round it off like that. If you want, you can just leave it from here. It's just one and the same. Okay, so that's the way to go. It means we are done with this question. But all in all, we can still use that other method since it is also being answered in not commas. So we can still use that same other method which I indicated earlier. So we are saying 60, then theta. Okay, it will just be 60 theta because we are along what? We are along the great circle. So that will be our formula. So let us substitute. So 60 times 165. 60 times 165. 60 times 165. The answer will be 9,900. This one is even giving us a direct. There's nothing like it. Rounding off. So that is the way to go. This is how we work out questions in earth geometry according to the one that we have. Thank you so very much.